I think every country in the world, generally, every government, generally in all countries, they have got to make this mental health test very, very affordable for everyone in their countries. Yes. Why is that? The reason is that a lot of people are married to mad people without knowing it. Yes, I don't want to sound rude, but I have to. It's the truth. I just have to be very, very honest with you. There are so many people who are married to mentally derailed personalities without even knowing it. So if this mental health test is made very, very affordable, paternity test is made very, very affordable for people all across the globe, trust me, we will have a low rate of divorce in countries. It won't be as it is now, because the truth is most of the reasons a lot of people break up with their partners after marriages is because even while they were dating the person probably was acting nice, acting cool, pretending to be what they are not. Then when they come into the marriage, the person suddenly changes to something they can't even explain. A lot of people are actually married to people who are not mentally stable, because how would you explain someone who gets angry and breaks all the equipment in the house? Like, you just wake up, you have misunderstanding with your partner, and all you could do is destroy, break glasses, scatter the whole thing, like even to the extent of trying to kill your partner. No, that is abnormal to me. I don't know about you. I don't see anything normal about that. So I think it's high time this has got to be made very, 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 very affordable for people. It has to be in the constitution. It has to be written boldly in the constitution that before you get married to this person, the same way you are bringing out your what's it called, your genotype test results, the same way you are bringing out your sickness free or disease-free results, is also the same way you should bring out your mental health test results, so that we can know where you fit in, whether you need to go to the psychiatric hospital, or whether we need to be with you, or we do not need to be with you. And we need to know your mental state. I know some of these problems are spiritual, but trust me, a lot of them also are not spiritual. And let me tell you the truth, so many celebrities, so many politicians, this thing is not just ordinary people as well. It includes everybody. There are so many celebrities you see. They are well dressed. They look handsome. They look cool. They sing. People love them. They are okay. But the truth is, a lot of them are mentally derailed as well. So it is everywhere. It is a general issue. It's not just one person. It is not just people who are not famous, or maybe you start looking at it like, okay, they wear the latest designer outfits, they wear this, they wear that, they have money, they have houses, they have cars, the most expensive cars. Even most of these our scientists, most of our most richest men, richest women in the world, a lot of them, some of them are mentally derailed as well. So it's not just it's not just a normal citizen of the country that I am referring to. I am referring to everybody generally. So this thing has got to be made affordable to people, so that we'll know how we can relate with our fellow human beings on street. So when you know that, okay, this person that you are dealing with is not mentally stable, you will know how to deal with the person. You will know how to relate with the person. You will know how to say, okay, I'm sorry, this is what happened, so that you will not start being violent with someone who you know is mentally unstable. Because someone who is mentally unstable, once they are violent and you also respond with violence, they will destroy the whole thing. They can even kill you. I know of someone I had a job with, and it didn't take us few minutes for me to recognize that this guy had mental issues. But this guy was walking on the street of Lagos normal. Even he dresses even more than someone who is normal. And this guy, it was later I discovered he killed someone recently. Later, I discovered that this guy killed someone. And as we speak, I guess he should be in jail by now. It was later I discovered, okay, he had mental issues. He has been dealing with this. He has been dealing with that. And this guy looks so handsome, well-dressed, talented. He's so good at what he does. He's into music. He acts. So now I was thinking about it. I said to myself, now let's assume I had an encounter with him on set. Imagine you shooting a video with such a guy, and they say action, and you are with knife, and they say action. Pretend like you want to stab him, or oh no, sorry. Let's assume he was given a knife to pretend like he wants to stab me. Or maybe probably they say action, and we start struggling. We start doing like this. This one, oh, you're crazy. At some point, because he's not mentally stable, this guy might decide to stab me because he's not mentally stable. For God's sake, he would do anything. He might think I am trying to hurt him, and he would try to defend himself. And before you know it, he's just going to do what? Stab me to death. And once that happens, there's nothing you can do to him because he's not mentally stable. Now, when I go hospital, when I go psychiatric home, when I go test him, I go see, okay, this guy has mental problem. So in a nutshell, I think it is high time we make this affordable for people all over the world so that they can be able to recognize and identify themselves, so that we can know who has mental problem and who is mentally unstable. Or maybe someone who has mental issues, but they are still working on their mental issues, so that we can know who we can still manage and who we cannot manage in a marriage or in a relationship, before people will continue to have divorce records. The level of divorce record is massive all over the world. Why? Because a lot of people, they've actually gone to sign in court with a mad person. Yes, it's the truth. Imagine you don't even know that the person you are married to has bipolar disorder. The person you are married to, the person you intend to get married to, imagine you don't even know that this person has record of mental illness. Then you sign an agreement with this person, you are getting married to this person. Then one day you sit down together, this mental illness, maybe he didn't take his drugs, and you wake up in the morning, he asks you, are you mad? You tell him you are mad too. And you say, oh, are you talking to me? Before you know it, bottle, bah! And he might just run out of the house naked before people even come to meet you. If you don't go, you might be dead. So let's think about this. I think it's high time we make this affordable for people. That's just my own word of truth. Nothing else.